Alrighty. Hey mages, how's it going on this lovely Saturday? For me, it's close to the evening. It's late afternoon. But wherever you are, hope you all having a nice Saturday. I just see Aurore in the chat. Follow me on Twitter. Can give me a follow back. My Twitter ID. Just have a little chat. All right, sure. I will look out for you after this. All right. So I really need to get going with this game because it's been a while since I last touched it. So let's go ahead and continue. Okay, so so this is how far back I haven't touched the game for. I was aware about this update that came out not too long ago. They did a few very minor changes. One of which is that they nerfed Clive's boobs. So they gave him an outfit that hides his cleavage. Very unfortunate, but it looks cool. They gave Jill Jill another cool outfit.
Drawing on the deck in this time.
Surely
The-
work cut out keeping them in line.
The update is not at all significant. It really makes no noticeable changes, except for one, which is, and this is very important, is that now the abilities will show their cooldown. And it's actually a very good piece of information to know whether or not, how available my abilities are going to be. And it shows what it's going to be now because of a certain accessory I have. So that's nice to have. All right, so we have started going into the Dalmatian Republic, into the desert. We helped this guy help clean up the town a little bit for some information on how to get to Cuck. And my cool Uncle B, my cool Uncle Byron, is also coming with to help us because he's rich and he can just buy off the entire town if he wanted to. Is he in my party? Yeah, he's in my party still. I like his sprite. Even his sprite is cool. Alright. Let's go to Drake's Fang. I think, do I have any side quests to do right now? No, but I think I saw a bunch of side quests over in the desert. So let's head over there right now. Uncle, it's time to go. Come on, bring all your money. We're gonna spend it all. We're gonna spend it all on blackjack and hookers and the fanciest wine this side of the storm
This is no good.
can
I
afford.
was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while. I've never even thought.
So we got 2 side quests, and there's a, what do you call it? There's I think I saw a bounty here. Anyways, hey Sava, what's up?
Perhaps Forge Master Luba's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere.
Sure as hell I am,
I'm Sava,
Clive.
Master Luba's
How can I help you out?
least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or...
Just make it look
pack my
super
bags.
cool. Just have it like embroidered and like embeveled like super nicely. I'll help you craft a knife, I guess.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before.
Alright, who do I gotta
And then there's
kill
this little
and
riddle
steal
to
their
keep in
knives?
mind, the spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle.
Let's just ask
Need
him.
information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first?
Just
There's
talk
plenty of
to
folk in Dalamil
literally
who use
anybody.
knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
I'm not really doing anything. I'm just like, I'm kind of like that person that just stands there so that
To take a simple
the
test
person
and
I'm
turn it
helping
into a
can just
riddle.
talk
Gotta
it
get
through
through
out
it.
loud, and they always eventually find their answer.
My carpets have
Take a sniff, good sir. Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Welcome, sir.
Heyo,
What can I do you for?
I want your biggest
Question,
knife.
if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Sure.
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it?
Gi-
First and foremost,
Give me
it's got to hold
all
an
of
edge.
them.
Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
I want someone to be here like, listen, here's the true spirit of Dalamai. You gotta treat your knife like you treat a woman.
All those years of toil.
I don't even know what that
Every
means.
coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need.
Oh, you're
Might your
a
services
different
be
side
for
quest.
hire?
That depends on the job.
I'm like, how does
I
this
have you save my business.
how
the
does this
baths.
relate to the
The
knife?
water's turned scalding hot, and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
He sounds like he's about to like ball onto the floor. But okay,
All right.
it's gonna
I'll
be
go and take a look.
like some kind of fire drake
Wonderful. It's not
or
far. Leave
fire
the market
blob.
by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
All right, it's fine, dude. I'll just kill the thing that's making your water hot. Where is that, by the way? Oh, it's outside this way. Gotcha.
They've opened the gate.
Wait,
Lubor was true to his word.
Bart. Oh, hey, there you are. I was wondering where you were. Okay, cool. But first, we're gonna talk to someone else here. Speak with the townspeople. That's a townspeople. Hey, sir.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your
Hey,
trade?
FaZe, how's it going?
Why?
It's
I
been
have
a
a question.
while.
Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade. Not while
I'm
on
sorry,
the
I
hunt.
can't
Be
take
nice
this guy
enough every
seriously
time
with
you use
the
it.
mustache he
Spend the
has.
coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
No,
Thank you.
I can't take him
won't keep you
seriously
any longer.
by the fact that he has a mustache,
sense,
but
eh?
like the smoothest
Enough for
baby
my own
face cheeks.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Silver platters. Needed to a silken soft.
Just okay, so for this guy, might as well just get some mithril and just make a knife out of mithril. That shit will last, I
How'd it
think.
go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
Just because much like the
much
people of
luckier.
Damilil,
All the cook
the knife has to
said
be
was that
resilient.
He needs his knives to be light. Too heavy, and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started.
Okay, yeah, then
Perhaps
mithril is the
Lubor
answer.
didn't mean anything with his
Mithril is
Dalamil mark.
light and it's super
Can't be
durable.
right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something.
Your glasses broke. You could see
Something
fine, but
right
you're
in front
partially
of our
blind in
noses,
one
most
eye.
likely.
Oh
No doubt you're
no!
right, but I have to make a
Oh,
start
that's
soon.
shitty.
I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed.
Hope you got some
Lubor
plans
wouldn't like that
to
much.
get it replaced or have
I've
an
been
alternative.
trained to
'Cause that
work
sucks.
iron. The
That's
cheap
awful.
Stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin. And it sharpens up nicely with a bit
I
of
have to
effort.
always wear
Trouble
glasses.
is,
I could always
it's
wear
either
contacts too,
durable or it's light.
but glasses is always
Meaning
easier to wear.
someone is going to be disappointed.
But they're stupid
Master
expensive.
Lubor,
They're always
probably.
stupid expensive.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone.
Can't
I
wear
could turn
contacts, they
to.
freak you out.
A merchant.
That's
Favorite
totally
of
fair.
Master Lubor's, who sells metals to
It's hard to
passing
put them
through
on.
the
Even
Velcro.
for me that's like
I
very
bet she'd
comfortable
know a
with
thing
it,
or two.
it's so annoying to put on or take off. I hate how stupid expensive glasses are here. I was very glad to find the website Zenny. Zenny has like really nice glasses and they're like stupid cheap too. It's like you can get something for like 15 bucks. It's not a prescription, but that's what I use for my glass. Sorry, it's not a sponsor or anything, but it's something I like to use for my glasses. Because I always get to have spares in case of something happens to mine. To the ones I'm wearing. But yeah, hopefully you have like an alternative or a replacement. Where am I going? I can go back to... Oh, I can go this place. Okay. We'll just, let's just knock out these side quests right now.
Well, this is no good.
Back to the desert we go. Ambrosa. Today we ride, Uncle. Today we ride. We will spend money later. Hey, I'm sorry, why are you faster than me? Ambrosa, come on. Excuse me, I'm looking for you. Oh, I gotta let you go out here. Oh. Wrong button. Alright, hey buddy. Can you give me some mithril?
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick.
Oh
of
yeah,
whetstone.
adamantite is also...
But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use.
That's what we gotta do,
He
yeah.
would have known
It has
that
to
would
be
either
it has
too
to be
heavy
made
or
in
too brittle
Dalamil.
for a carving knife.
We need to make a
Perhaps his
print
Dalamil remark wasn't a
on the
riddle,
knife that says
but a hint.
made in
If
USA,
it's
pretty
cheap
much.
metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
Nope.
It's hardly
Lol.
my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
You would also
I've
have to
got
kill
some
an
learning to
adamantite
do.
to get adamantite,
Clive,
which would not
I,
be easy.
I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Remember when Conan played
Limestone.
FF15 with Elijah Wood, and when he got
Fine.
to the adamantite,
I can
Squeaks
hardly abandon
represent
you
said
now.
it would take
Besides,
3 real days to kill it.
I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
Yeah,
I can't
I've
thank you enough,
oh my
Clive.
god, I haven't seen
You'll
that
have
clip
no
in a
trouble
while.
finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody
Conan-
made of it.
Conan's
suppose I'll meet you
gamer
back at the forge.
clips are always the
Right you are.
best.
See you shortly.
My favorite will always be the one where he visits Kojima and eventually gets to be put as a cameo for Death Stranding.
Run like the wind.
Can we? Can't fall in the water. I wonder how Conan's doing nowadays. I think he's still doing his podcast, Conan Meets a Friend thing. No, he also does a bit of stand-up. I think
Back to
he,
the stable
I've seen
style.
him do some shows nowadays.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest
He was actually here like not too long ago.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
I was looking at the venues for New York Comedy Festival, and there's a nice lineup there. I just don't know what I want to go see.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What
That's
is it,
not too
Lubor?
damn expensive.
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
They added a channel on
as I
smart Samsung Smart TVs where it's just
allow me
old
to share a
Conan clips.
secret.
Yes, they
Drake's Fang
did.
is
They
currently
did, and I
riddled with
saw that a
royalists.
couple of days ago, and that was
Don't like it
awesome.
elude our allies, and as you've seen, their
Funny you mentioned
soldiers
that.
work hand
So,
in glove.
I
No
did
nation has
not.
ever before allowed a foreign army
I
to
didn't
make
do
a barracks
anything
of its
the past
holiest of
few days
holies.
other than
No bad
trying out
choice, at least.
trying out the smart
And
features on my
first of
TV on my
Man
Samsung
on the inside of the
because I
Fang
never
has
tried it
failed to
before.
report for several
I
days.
wanted to see
I
if
fear there may be
my
more trouble lying in wait for you
TV
on the road ahead.
had the Xbox app where I could stream Starfield
Better
from.
always.
It does
If you're
not. It's too
determined to
old.
beard the lion's den, then
But I tried the
promise
smart
me one
TV,
thing,
like the channels,
that you will enter
and as
via
I was
the
looking down the
mines,
list,
the
I saw the
guard is
Conan one,
lightest.
but more interestingly, I saw that there was a channel that
I've
streamed
lost one Cid
just
already.
Degrassi, think
If I lose another,
and
people will start to think
I'm
me
like, oh
careless.
my god, I haven't seen
plan on
Degrassi since in middle
Not
school.
before Kupka does anyway.
That was like
Well,
a really
so long as you're on a
decent
plan.
show. That was like my junk food of a TV show. and it was playing like the episodes where I actually started watching Degrassi, and I'm like, oh my god, I know these kids. But I forgot what their troubles were. I forgot what their plots were.
Drake's Fang should be.
And then I started watching, and I'm like, oh, okay, I remember this is the scene where this kid drives his car into a wall for no reason. But yeah, that was like a fun like past couple of days. Like I just worked, I just did like a bunch of chores and stuff, but I had that playing in the background on my TV because I'm like just reminiscing, just watching the show from over a decade ago. You know, nothing about Degrassi except Drake was in it. Oh yeah, Wheelchair Jimmy. I think that's what it was. He was before I started watching, but I remember it. Oh, so we got to take out a couple of bombs here. Hello.
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
Man. I got fire. I got fire too. I'm gonna kill out fire with some bigger fire. Gaming channels on smart TVs were the weirdest Let's Players. Yes. I remember seeing someone's Sonic and Secret Rings playthrough on Amazon Prime. That is actually so random.
That explains the
Oh, there's a lot of them. Wait, I forgot how to do this. There we go. Oh no, I can't pick them up. Probably because they're flying. There we go. What was gonna say? Yeah, those channels have like the weirdest content. Something I actually discovered a couple of nights ago was DSP Gaming playing Metal Gear, or trying to play Metal Gear, and I didn't realize that he was like the worst Metal Gear player ever, or something like that. I thought he was just like goofing around, like he was pretending to be bad as a joke. Turns out his like frustration with the game is genuine. I'm like, damn. I don't even know who DSP is. I just saw him I recommended the other day. It's like it was just some guy who made like what do you call it? A compilation of this guy playing Metal Gear, and the title is called How Not to Play MGS2. I forgot his name, I should know. And I saw the clip, I'm like, wow, he's really impatient. DSP rage quit Mario Golf? What? How do you rage quit golf? The Mario one at that. Man, I'm not doing so well here. Oh god. Alright. Let's just take it out. Oh, come on. Alright, that's fine. Thanks, Byron. This is a practice run. This is a practice battle. Haven't played this in like over a couple weeks.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Wow, look how blue the water is. That must be some incredible baths. Anyway, let's see, where do we go next? We can just backtrack and get the limestone.
I saw with my own 2 eyes what you did to those devils down there, and I still hardly believe it.
You're welcome. You're welcome, sir. Now, if you want to charge me a little, some extra gil, maybe I could keep these springs from not getting hot again. That would be a nice con for Clive to do. Just use his Ifrit powers to just burn the water. Everyone's like, it's too hot again. Can you see what's going on? And he'd be like, yeah, sure.
One rock looks a lot like another.
But I expect to be paid more.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
All right. I'm back here.
Wait, incense! What wax candle? There he is. The man who saved my business.
Hey, mate.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
Won't be before long until we don't have to like steep in the water, just going.
What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story.
Having a hot bath is amazing, but the worst part is like when you go in for the first time and it's just your crotch area just dealing with the increased heat and just going hot.
Right.
That's the only bad part.
With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Alright, great. We fixed the hot water. Now everyone can stop smelling bad. Reduces the condition by 2.2 seconds. Nah. That's not too bad.
Needed to a
FF16 bathhouse scene? When? Where? How do I unlock it?
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
And more importantly, it's with who? It's just with Byron. You'll just see Byron take a bath.
You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
I'm not gonna lie, Chief.
That'll do, I reckon.
That looks like garbage.
A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor
I mean, it's not a
agrees.
combat knife. It's for...
That sounds like my cue. And just as well.
Yeah.
I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
As long as it doesn't break.
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy.
Look how, like,
heavier than it should be.
it's so jaggedy on the sides. It looks like it could break.
Cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative.
I don't know who taught you how to do this.
How much do you think
Clive's
I
like
would
right next to
charge
him, like,
if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable, but only just. I'd say you're worth.
Listen, it gets the job done, am I right?
Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil.
Also, no, the cooks are not going to use this. It's more for like hunting and gathering, right?
I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who
It depends
it's
on who it's for, yeah.
If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute
And
fortune.
for the rich people, just slather it in glitter. Pretend it's diamond.
Master, all right.
It looks like congratulations
Make it
are in order.
look like it's
I couldn't have
worthy.
done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all.
It was about the
Means
heart.
I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test.
Don't
That's all
worry,
that
man.
matters.
Most of these side
Have a
quests
fortune of your
are
own in no
just
time.
me wandering around for no reason
I'll
anyway.
craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
This, what you made me do is no different from everything else I've been doing so far out of the story. Thank you for Goblin Coin. Alright, and I'm off. Off to Drake's Fang.
Is it true what I'm...
My carpets have
Yes,
bright
they're quite
So that was nice. Those are very quick side quests.
From the stoutest stoneware.
Just look at the detail.
Just look at it. Look at my wares.
We'll be able to get one.
We should get going soon.
What do you want? Directions?
Also, I forgot why we're allowed access to Kupka. You'd think they would have some extra security around here, but nah, I guess. So, what's going on here?
Damned wagon fixed. Unless you'd rather our men in Dalimil starved.
The axle's gone, Captain. There's nothing I can do.
There's nothing I could do. I guess we're pretty fucked. What does that road lead to? Oh, there's like a whole thing over here. All right. I guess we'll go back there after we kill Kupka. Maybe? Congrats, Uncle. We made it. We made it.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
We made it to more desert.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Uncle.
Don't worry. You have been a great support for me so far. You can buff me by the power of money.
Allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
That is completely fine.
Please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right.
If you were to stay, you'd have just died anyway.
You to take it back.
But now you're here, and you're cool and tough, and you have money.
I might already have done so, but that ship has sailed. You, however,
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers.
I like how Torgal's just chilling in the background, just going like, hell yeah, preach, brother.
Did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
Don't worry, Uncle. I will only kill, like, just about everyone.
Thank you, Clive, for
For
coming
us.
back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways.
No, wait, what?
Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents.
No,
I mean to
Uncle, we were
plunder
supposed
his
to
coffers
destroy the
and
crystal
prove
together.
myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
Oh.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet.
Absolutely. We will share our stories.
You can regale me too, Torgal.
With wine and good food and blackjack far away from here. Okay, bye, rich uncle.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Yeah, but we have to walk all that. Like, ugh. Okay, so we reached the jaw. Oh, we can just head over to Drake's Fang. Before we do that, I want to head back to the hideaway. And I want to see if there's anything new I could buy. Any new bounties. I think there's one that was unlocked
The little uns have been
along
up to
the
their
way.
old tricks again.
How's Kupka doing any of this stuff? Didn't we cut off his hands? Yeah, but someone took him. He's a tough dude. Among Republican merchants, reports abound of caravans being crushed by a black boulder, a creature indeterminate on nature, but quite indeed in size, strength, and spite. He or she took it upon himself to seek out and slay the black mass would earn eternal gratitude not only in the desert traders, but of the curse breakers who risk life and limb to do every trip through the Velcroy. So I have to find the Velcroy. Yeah, no, I think the idea was the Imperial Guards. The Imperial Guards kind of just swooped in, like, under the radar and just took him.
And what can I do for you? Go on then.
Okay, I have the best sword. I have the best armor. There's a lot of accessories here. Let me go through them real quick. This will automatically charge my spells. Limit break gen. Oh, better. That's actually much better. I might actually get that one. Heatwave cooldown. Rook's Gambit cooldown. Increase skill. I might actually get that one. Increase XP.
It's rubbing me blind, you know.
Increase ability points.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Finished, are you?
Oh yeah, screw this one. Give me that ability points one. Oh wait, I already have it? Yeah. Okay, then give me the XP boost. By 15%. Yeah, I'll take it. Thanks, ma'am. Alright. We're all geared up. Let's go to the local map. Velcroy Desert. Northern Velcroy. Okay. We're gonna have to poke around. We're gonna have to look around, search for that monster. It's likely gonna be up north, because we haven't been there yet.
Let's go.
Alright, girl. Let's do it. Also, I have to stock up on potions. Damn. Oh, it's gonna be right here. I could feel it.
No need to ride from here.
Alright, let's go. That move, it'll always be fun. It will never not be fun. But, what is there over here? There's this. Ooh, mithril belt. Good old mithril. It's not as good. There's no special, there's no like added abilities to the armor, right? It's just the stats. Yeah, it's just the stats. It's just big number go up.
Come on.
Alright, come on, girl.
Run like the wind.
Let's do it. Okay. I have a good feeling that the bounty is right here.
Time to fight.
Or maybe not. Goblin Mugger. Yeah, you know what?
Be safe.
Yeah, go Torgal. You do it. Let's just do a little bit of practicing here.
Beat up.
No, let me peck you.
After it.
Oh. Okay. Well, there's nothing here. I think that this is just a quest that we'll do later on. And off we go. Yeah, I'm the better chocobo. Oh, okay, yeah. The end of this road, 100% is where the bounty is.
All right.
There you are. Oh, no, you're not. Oops. Oh god.
Titan! Too slow.
Yeah, there we go. Aw. I have to work on my timing. I'm getting like really sloppy. At least that was good damage. Yeah, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Good job, good job. Good job, me. The Hand of Titan. Okay, so this is a thing that I don't have access to yet, but I'm glad I found it. Okay. So the bounty's not here. Might actually be up here, or in this region where we did the story quest. So let's just wander around for a little bit more, and then we'll go fight Kupka. Because I do have to familiarize myself with the area. I've never been around these parts. Good thing nobody's around for me to like give him directions or anything, because I'm sure Sid is supposed to be, you know, a very seasoned traveler. And for me to be like, I don't know where this goes. I don't know where this is. Might be a little embarrassing. Alright, let's see if we can fast travel.
Well, this is no good.
I already miss my uncle.
True, what I'm hearing?
Ambrosia won't help me here.
I already miss my cool rich uncle.
Good girl.
Can't I just pick up Jill? Take her back with me. I feel like Jill would really, really want to kill Kupka more than I would. Maybe just a little bit more. Where am I going? I'm going this way. Do 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 do. Oh, it's another salamander. Oh god. All right, let's fight this. Let's fight this guy. I feel very confident.
Nice try.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go, Titan! Ooh. Oh, damn it. Just stay down, man. That's how we do it, boy. That's how we do it in my new world.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Alright. Alright, so the bounty's not here. Can't go there. I don't know. We'll explore this area a little bit more, and then if I can't find it, then we'll just go straight to Kuka. I actually might stop in the town along the way to buy some items. Damn it. You guys are not the bounty. You guys are not notorious. Bunch of hacks is what you are. What's wrong, girl? Oh, sorry. Did I smack you into the wall? Oops. Oh, come on. You could totally make that jump, though. I understand that there's a barrier, but girl, you could totally make that jump. Okay. I guess I'll find it next time. Let's head to the shop, and then we'll head to the Drake's Fang.
Well, this is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpet.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Needed to a silken softness.
Lights and buds! Holes and...
Sweet incense. What?
Well, we can make our way back to the...
Do you guys need
Good day,
some
my lord.
fucking plates? Oh, it's cooldown. Okay. No thanks, though. I do need some high potions.
An excellent choice.
And that's about it.
Thank you for your custom.
Alright, off we go. It's story time. Let's go. Off to the Fang. We will finally get our revenge. Oh, they put his hands back. Oh, he can't use them.
Fuck! What are they stored?
Oh, they're stone hands.
Done to me.
I don't know. I think having plastic hands or rock hands is more pathetic.
I'll kill you, Rosfield!
What?
I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
No way!
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Oh. Oh, the mad disrespect.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope.
Okay, can I...
There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Can I ask something here? Is Kupka now a cuck? He's getting humiliated by just about everyone. And I don't know whether or not he likes that.
What must I do?
Like, look at him groveling on his knees.
Just tell me.
He's so pathetic.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo?
Yes. Come to me, my pet.
Stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon.
Oh yeah, that is super true. She managed to become Garuda.
Of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Okay, I'm now convinced that when Benedicta was still alive, she was the dom in that relationship. Like, 100%. Look at this pathetic man.
Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Oh, hey. Oh, damn. What's up with that? I know that the active time lore will tell me. They could tell me. But I've heard that at some point, active time lore will actually spoil something that hasn't happened yet. I don't know what it is or who it is, but that there is a possibility at this point. So I will avoid using ATL. Big Squeenix moments indeed, yeah. Oh, am I gonna fight Akashic brutes now?
Orcs.
Oh, they're just orcs. Oh, it's like fighting a bunch of mini Kupkas.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Don't worry, boy. Let's go. Let's sneak up on them, and you zap the shit out of them.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
Are we actually doing a stealth section? Yeah, didn't think so. At least I can carry them. That's cool. We have nothing to worry about. Don't worry, boy. We got this.
They've taken over the entire mine.
It's totally fine. Yo.
Stay down.
Excuse me, sir. How dare you? How dare all of you?
So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
You Dalmalkians are a bunch of scrubs. Oh yeah, so I wanted to stream yesterday because I wanted to talk a little bit about the directs that happened. What was it, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. The State of Play and the Nintendo Direct. So Nintendo Direct, it was fine. That's it. It was just fine. We got a bunch of Mario related stuff, which is great. Nothing that stuck out too much for me. I think the most interesting thing was the 1,000-Year Door, which it's not much to be excited about since it's something I can just, you know, emulate. Alright, yeah, so, yeah, most exciting thing was 1,000-Year Door, which is like, whatever, I can just emulate it. But yeah, it was fun. There was a bunch of games coming out that people would be excited for, so, it's not like a great direct, but it was fine. Some people will get stuff out of it. State of Play was, I think it's better. I think it was good, but mostly because they showed more Spider-Man and FF7. Besides those two, I think there was like one more. Oh yeah, they showed some RE4 stuff. They showed the Ada DLC. Besides those, they showed a bunch of nothing burgers. Come on, buddy. You're not gonna fight or what? Come on. Sup? Oh god, I didn't see you on the right there. Alright, hold on. Y'all need to calm down here. Alright. And there we go. Huzzah. Now, Torgal, where'd we go? Thanks, buddy. Hold on, let me give you a pet. Can I give you a pet? Aw. Well, you did a good job. So yeah, what I'm really looking forward to within the next few months is definitely Spider-Man 2. And I have to play Miles Morales before that happens. There's that. There's Star Ocean. There's the Star Ocean 2 remake or remaster going on. I will play that. I still have to get RE4. I'm still waiting for RE4 to go on like a big sale, because I do want to play that and the Ada DLC, the Ada campaign. And that's
Won't be going any
pretty
further
much
this
it.
way.
And, oh yeah, and you know, FF7. And I have to play Intergrade before that. I initially got a PS5 just so that I get the chance to play Intergrade, and I still haven't played it yet. I think I bought it. Pretty sure I bought it. Hey buddy, come here. They dropped the demo for it. Yeah, they did. I saw that. I'm like, should I wait and not play the demo and just play the whole thing, you know, from scratch? I don't know. Maybe I will like play the demo. Maybe I'll play the demo on stream one of these days.
How did it get in here?
Oh god. Oh, phew. Just a little bit late on the attack, on the block. Oh, no you don't. That's right. Oh yeah, you still have a PS4. Yeah, no, it's fine. They really push like the urgency to have a PS5 when not a whole lot of games are out for the PS5 anyway. Not enough to justify. Not enough to justify getting it. Oh, no you don't.
You're a fine hound.
Alright, that should do it. Hell yeah. See ya, buddy. Oh, your bro has a PS5. Alright, that's nice. At least you have access to it. But yeah, the urgency to have a PS5 is like not that bad anymore, to the point where they're starting to put them on sale like indefinitely. Like it used to be 500 for the disc version, and now they're like dropping it to 450. Maybe they'll drop it even further on Black Friday. And I think there are some versions where you get to pay $450, like you still get that discount.
By the flames.
and they'll add a game in it. They'll add a like FF16 or something to it.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Dude, Kupka is like the symbol of extravagance. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Can't wait to fight him in this boss arena. Or that dude.
Let the trial begin.
Hi, Kuja. Oh, it's an Iron Giant.
What the hell?
With me,
Spirits Within. Oh no. Oh no, that movie sucks. Oh god. Alright, it's fine. Oh god. That animation's pretty fast. Ooh. Oh, that's not blockable. Damn it. What happened there? I'll take it. I'll take that damage. Exhume. What are you exhuming? Oh, I'm out of here. I don't know how to dodge this, so. Yes, let's go. Oh no, no you don't, sir. Hello, hey. Alright, and we did it, I think. Oh my god, that's so much damage! I love it! No, no, you're not exhuming shit! Whew. Not too bad. Not too bad. The Iron Giant was a little, might be a little bit tougher. So this was nothing. Good job though. Good fight. Good fight. I have proved my worthiness to the bridge.
So this is the power of Mythos.
Oh, Mythos. Your power. It's so hot. I wish I were to get a taste, a sweet, sultry taste of that power.
Did the orcs do this too?
Oh, that's nice.
More of them.
Alright, anyway. So yeah, despite, you know, the evil bad stuffs, this is a pretty nice castle. Like, Kupka has pretty decent tastes. Or I guess I'm not complimenting his taste so much as I'm thinking the design, the theme of this castle kind of goes well with the desert thing. Anyways, good for him. Good for him for having a nice, decorated home. And we're only getting stronger from here. Let's go.
On? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Oh, that's a good question. Alright. Hugo, where are you? Bravery. Some opponents will use bravery to invigorate nearby allies, enhancing their performance in battle. Oh, their power goes up. Well, it doesn't really matter if your HP value is the same. No.
Too slow.
Nice try, buddy. All right. That's funny how they introduced that, like, now. At the point where I'm, like, just turning these guys into dust within seconds. I wonder if the other door opens. Oh, there's no other door.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
We will see. We will see indeed. Alright, give me another one of these big fights. Nice try, buddy. I have my eyes and ears everywhere. You can't stop this. Oh, but he has a lot of health though. Yeah, he has a lot of health. Oh, man. Excuse me. Oh. I was trying to be cool. I missed my chance to be cool. Alright, but at least that will do it. It looked like Clive was about to go. Hey, Kupka. Kupka, you here, buddy?
You've been busy, Kupka.
Kupka, did you eat the freaking table?
The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it.
But first we will loot his room.
Just what I needed.
Oh, you guys. You guys are so silly. It's so fun to do that. I don't want to do it any other way.
That better be the last of them.
Alright, let's hope so. Let's see, I have plenty of experience. Let's see what I can get with 2400. I can get another limit break meter. Wind up extends the execution window. No, I don't need that. The window is like really generous. I mastered these. Scarlet Cyclone, it's upgraded to master, will allow assignment to any icon, which I don't need. I'm just gonna put it. Was ignition. Ignition I already upgraded. Mastery allows assignments. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put it to limit break. Get that 4th meter.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much.
Kuka!
to you, my love.
Oh my god.
We will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Oh, he doesn't see it? Yeah, he doesn't see it. It's all it's an illusion. Aw, yeah. Oh, motherfucker, I'm sorry.
Get away from her! Benedicta!
That's right, buddy. That's right. I cucked you super good.
He's priming.
Oh, that's not gonna do anything.
Not now.
Oh yes, now actually. We have to. I wonder if Kupka's really upset about the fact that Clive has bigger boobs than Benedicta has.
Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
There it is. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's go time. Oh, do I get to play in this huge arena here? Let's go, buddy. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, you look great. Yeah, let's go. Oh my god, he's so huge. Oh my god. Voice of the land. Ooh, oh my god, everything is just really slow. Whoops. Get up, Ifrit. It's like we're just dancing. There we go. That's the damage we're looking for. Alright, what you got, buddy? Yeah, his persona... His persona is not cringe so much, it's powered by the... It's powered by cuckness. He is such a pathetic loser that he's just overcompensating.
But if you can do it, then so could I!
I learned Brimstone. Okay. Might have to do something about that. Like now. I learned Brimstone from Titan. Hold and release R2 square. X to cancel. Ifrit is invulnerable to damage while charging. Suffering an attack will automatically trigger it. Okay.
Let's give this a try.
Cool. Oh, but there's a cooldown. Okay, it's an ability. Dude, hold on. He's so mad that I fake kissed his girlfriend. Oh. There we go. Man, he's gotta think. He's gotta stop thinking that I fucked his wife. It's so bad. Oops. No, don't do Earthshaker. I'm almost done killing you. Or at least I'm almost done killing the first part of you. Because you're too easy. This is way too simple. Oh my god. How? I was so tiny. And now I'm going to be even more tiny. Alright, so here's the real boss fight. Oh no. Oh no, you can't be tired now. Yeah! Yeah, let's go! Let's do it! Holy shit! Let's go. I also like the percussion. I like this, like, it's so swaggery. It's very like Sonic Adventure-esque. Listen, if we're gonna fight a big ball, like a big powerful god, we might as well do it with a killer soundtrack. Oh my freaking god. Oops. Oops. Oh. It's hard to know how much running space I have. Yeah, you do it, Clive. Whoops. Oh, I think I have to attack those straight up. We're gonna kill Titan with hip hop. Yo! Oh. Alright, that's the plan. We literally have to make him punch himself. Oh, this is an actual fight. Nice, nice. Oh. Man, it really feels like I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm not saying that in a bad way, but I'm doing no damage to this guy. I shouldn't be. Uh-oh. How is he staggered? Oh, I get to climb him. Or not. Yeah, let's go! What's up? Alright, time to take out his other arm. That was really close. Can you all believe this soundtrack? It does, the vocals. I really like it. It reminds me of the vocal song in FF10. Like, I can't hear it, I don't know what they're saying, but it sounds really cool. Come on, buddy. Stage 3, let's go. Nice try, buddy. Aw, damn it. Ah. Can't tell when he does the rocks attack or the one with the AoE. Ooh. Oh, he's getting much more aggressive. Oh, that did nothing. Boo. Yeah. That's... I only know that beginning part. Up until the bite that, bite the hand that feeds you. That's all I know. After that, it's like... I don't know what comes after. doing crazy amount of damage, but at the same time, I feel like I'm not doing anything at all. Like to him. Struggle, Ifrit. Struggle. It's absolutely nuts that Ifrit has this kind of strength. Oh, let's do it. Oh, send him to space where his fires will be extinguished. Yo, look at this. Oops. Man, I did not expect this in my FF game, I swear. Oh, that has a health bar. There we go. Oh my god, we're so high up, it's crazy. Take him out. No, that's not enough. Gotta push it. Gotta push it with Hellfire. Oh my god. Oh, we're not even done. We're not even done. Yo. Oh, actually, this is actually starting to give me like a little bit of vertigo or motion sickness. Can you imagine how bad this would be if you had motion blur on? Oh. There we go. Oh, come on, buddy. Oh. What? What are you doing? Oh god. I can't keep track of where he is. Oh, I did too early. Okay, that somehow worked. I won't complain. I need to get close to this guy, but I can't. This is actually really tough. Ooh. Bro, you gotta relax. There. Ugh. At least that gives me a little bit of time. There. Take that, you cuck. Yeah, butt his head off. Oh my god. Then I can. So can I. Oh my god, I could be super Ifrit. Holy shit. Ooh. Ooh. Dude. Oh my god. Ora. Let's go. Yeah, in your face. All in your face. Yo, that was great. That was fantastic. I couldn't see anything for that last part, but that was amazing. Earth and Fury. That last part was just particle effects everywhere. It did kind of make my eyes a little sick. That was oh man. Well, the deed is done. Oh, wow. Back to Ash. Holy shit.
What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Oh, that's not gonna work. Come on now. Clive, come on. We have to beat him in an ultimate icon battle.
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
You just have to kill everything that you love so dearly. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you, Joshua.
I wonder how he's doing, actually. He must be just
no more command the power of
in
ether
absolute
by
agony.
drowning in its flood. Then one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Alright, let me fight Bahamut already. I'm ready for it.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
Eventually, I will kill all of these people. They all have their own hubris, which will be their downfall.
Oh, that the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
That is really pretty. Oh, but they're not there to hear the theme. You gotta hear the theme too. That's what makes it extra beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire.
Hell yeah, he
When
is.
our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Actually, for most people, the sight... Oh, hey. You know, good for that guy.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas, I will always be your loyal servant.
You know what? I like this guy. He's like, yeah, I love getting fucked by Bahamut too.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield.
Bahamut's dominant being gay is reference to FF13 because Fang is gay and her Eidolon was Bahamut too. Oh, I never even pieced it together, but you're right.
There's one small mercy, at least.
Ah.
You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Well, that's a nice tidbit.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
Well, that's nice to know that it's canon that Bahamut is actually gay as fuck. As powerful of a boy he may be, he's also a very cherished boy.
Has been made emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
It's all because of the Queen. It's honestly because of the Queen.
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
Oh.
What is it now?
Oh, hey.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I forgot that this was his trip.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all.
Man,
I did not expect
Josh has become like a really handsome boy.
How many years has it been?
Like even more so with the getup he's wearing right now.
20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Hey Bahamut, you're not gonna freaking believe it. Ultima's back, yo. Alright. Back to rest. We gotta see if Jill's, you know, fine now.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Oh, I'm all alone again.
What ways need patching up?
Sid.
You'd need 50
Otto, we have done it.
Seen troops amassing at every border crossing.
We nailed it.
Clive, you're back.
I am.
Another civilization dead.
Tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen.
Hell yeah, it
I
did.
expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back.
It's gonna be really strange explaining it in word in a book about how there used to be these crystals and how it shaped like an entire civilization for it to be no more because of just one guy.
Royalist movements since I've been away.
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
But I want to hang out with my pals.
It's good to have you back. I was worried.
Not bad for a boy from the Imperial Barracks, eh?
Alright. Yeah, cool, rich uncle. Yeah, it's Uncle B. It's on my Uncle Byron. He's cool and he's got the monies. Hey Tennis, hey Nate. How are ya?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Is everything we've received and everything promised? Best of luck out there,
Not a whole much
Sid.
left. The usual. Alright, alright. As long as, you know, you're having a chill weekend. And also big bear hugs. Oh! Moogle, you got something new? Not gonna lie, I don't see why people like Pokemon Crystal. Ooh, the Breaker of Worlds. I don't know why specifically Crystal, but Gen 2 was really good. Or maybe I'm just nostalgic for it. And so are a lot of people. Your Kadabra's killing everything? That's fine. There's always that one Pokemon where it's like that clears the battle. You always have one Pokemon that always clears.
Seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Well, no surprises there.
The low scaling in Gen 2 games are bad. I don't know much about that. See, because I haven't played Gen 2 in a long time, so I'm not sure. I really want to go back to it. I want to try to find a way to play Pokemon Silver on the N64 somehow through like Pokemon Stadium. That's always been my like goal, but I have to find a legit copy of one, and it's pretty hard today. Okay, so I finished this arc of the story, and the next one is going to be, you know, the next part. So I think I'm going to call it for now. I will be back later. I'm going to be back later to do something else. I kind of just wanted to do this part today because I haven't streamed this week, and I wanted to catch up. But yeah, no, Tennis, if people are like coming to see your Pokemon Crystal, hey, that's not bad. Yeah, a lot of people like that stuff. And I don't know, if you're being bored with it, you can always challenge yourself. You could always do a Nuzlocke, which I've heard is really difficult for the first 3 gens. But you could try doing something for that. I don't know, just a thought. Okay. So, that is it for tonight. No, that's not it for tonight. It's it for now. I was able to kill Kupko the Cuck. I did it. I saved that part of the world. So I'm gonna get some dinner now, and in about an hour or so, I'm gonna come back and I'll stream something else. So, for anyone that's watching right now, Tennis and FaZe, thank you for coming in, chilling, saying hi, and helping me take out Big Cuck Kupka. And I'll see you guys in a bit for some more stuffs. Alright, y'all take great care, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye, guys. I never know how to end these streams properly. Never know how to end them. It feels kind of weird, but I'll try to make it better. But yeah, see you guys in a bit. Bye, guys.